as they have done. Brand new program. I think it's going to give us a great chance to get a feeling for what the riders are going to go through. Here's the map. San Jose to San Jose. Pretty flat to begin with. Long straightaway right into the first climb of the day. A little bit testing there. Technical descent. Long straight. Back down into the valley below. Here's the toughest climb on the course. Pretty long, pretty gradual. The riders will mostly stay in their aerodynamic position. You can see how straight and more or less flat, rolling terrain. Left-hand turn. There will be some winds coming off the ocean a few miles away. Look at that beautiful scenery brought to us by Google Earth. And by the by, you can go to the Amgen Tour of California website and download these files for yourself. Bit of a technical twisting descent, a hard left-hander back into the valley. Long, straight roads. You got to think that a man like Dave Zabriskie will love this particular part of the course. There should be a tailwind helping the later riders through this valley, the agricultural part just outside of San Jose. There is one little climb just before the finish, and then sweep down. Here it is. Big, powerful climb. 56.11 will be the rider's choice of gear as they get to the finish line here in San Jose.
Well, that is the finish line in San Jose, all waiting for the riders to turn up here. They know today is going to be a very important stage of the Amgen Tour of California. Certainly, we could have a very different name at the top by the end of today. The 2006 Amgen Tour of California is brought to you by Amgen. Pioneering science delivers vital medicines. By HealthNet, because HealthNet is a better decision. And by AEG, giving the world reason to cheer.
This is MSG. We call it.
Tommy Danielson will be the next rider from Discovery Channel to start. He's in the starting gate, and I tell you what, he will be looking at some very interesting times being posted at the finish. Fabian Cancellara is still the man to beat with 37.01, but Vladimir Gusev has just come in with the second best time, and Robbie Hunter of South Africa has just posted the third best time. Bob, it's a very important individual time trial for Tommy Danielson here, because we actually want to see how much he's improved his time trialing ability. But looking at his face there, looks a bit relaxed for me.
Fairly well relaxed. Top 10 performer in last year's Vuelta a España, winner of the Tour of Georgia down in the southeast, one of the other big stage races in North America. Tommy Danielson, one of the future stars, a huge crowd at the start line giving him a big send-off. His teammate Vladimir Gusev just 0.5 of a second slower than our leader, Fabian Cancellara. And if you think about an event lasting almost 40 minutes as we look at Michael Berry out on course, and to be separated by such a tight margin, that's why so much attention is paid to the aerodynamics. Just the blink of an eye is 0.5 seconds.
Well, Michael Barry from Canada, a very good individual time trialist. Let's have a look at the top three. Fabian Cancellara still leads with a time of 37.01, but Vladimir Gusev posted exactly the same time, albeit 0.5 second slower, and Robbie Hunter wasn't too far off either with a time of 37.27. Now, Robbie Hunter is much better known as a sprinter, but in fact, before he turned professional, he was the time trial champion of South Africa. Michael Barry looks to be labouring a little bit, Bob, with this big gear that these riders are having to adopt to go fast over this course.
Maybe a bit of laboring. He's been doing a lot of work, was in the breakaway yesterday, did a huge turn of speed on the front to keep the breakaway all intact so George Hincapie could sprint for the line, and George is our current leader because of that time bonus. Looking at Robbie Hunter's time, third place for the sprinter, must mean that he's in very good shape, and I think we're going to see him get a stage win as we go a little bit further into the Tour of California. Still a long ways to go before we get to Redondo Beach on the last stage next Sunday. The Amgen Tour so far has been a big battle between Team CSC and Discovery, and today's stage no different.
And let's not discount Team Photo.